So I just got back from seeing this Super Mario Brothers movie and it was good. If you're a fan of Nintendo or a child, you're going to love it. And this is reflected on Rotten Tomatoes with a score of around 50% from critics and almost 100% from audience. Clearly, the critics, they aren't gamers, at least not Switch gamers. And I mean, Grace Randolph's review was so retarded.
I'm kind of shocked at how bad this movie is. Universal knows, though. Universal knows, which is why the embargo is lifting mere hours before the movie premieres. I don't think this is going to make $1 billion. So let me walk you through this, right? Because I know a lot of you aren't going to believe me, but I think you're going to be seeing a lot of bad reviews drop right now. And yeah, it's unfortunately true. I don't play Nintendo games. And then when could Mario turn into a cat? I guess, like, if you're into furries, that works. And maybe that'll play really well in Asian markets. I know they love cats over there, like, love cats. But I just felt it robbed Mario of a lot of his personal dignity. I was like, don't do that to Mario. Where's Mario's agent?
I think the fact that the critics know nothing about Mario, coupled with the fact that they clearly hate Chris Pratt for not being woke and being successful in, quote-unquote, their industry, is the reason for the less than glowing reviews. But the audience score is legit. This movie is straight up fan service, and it's fan service done right. Does it have a deep plot? No, absolutely not. Mario gets sucked into a world and just goes with it. He has a hero's journey, but it's a shallow one, and that's fine. The Mario in the games isn't deep with the plot, and neither is this movie. Now, that may sound negative, but for this IP, and this movie in particular, it works. And this movie sets up a whole universe, a potential universe for Nintendo films. I mean, if this is successful, and let's be honest, it will be, we could end up getting stuff like Zelda coming to the big screen. This could be the beginning of a Nintendo cinematic universe. And considering it's coming out as the Marvel Cinematic Universe is like losing views and revenue faster than an OnlyFans model hitting 30, Nintendo has a real chance of taking off. It's lighthearted. It gives the Nintendo fan everything they could ask for, regarding references and meba berries, without being cynical or deconstructing the IP. This movie just puts you in the world of Super Mario, and you, like Mario himself, you just go with it. The film, like the game, has a simple plot. Mario loses someone dear to him and navigates various obstacles to rescue said person. That's Mario. That's who he is. That's what he does. He's a plumber. He's a tradesman. He's a person who builds and, more importantly, fixes problems that need fixing. This is Mario at its core. And the way Princess Peach is portrayed and her basic backstory is not the games, but a way to make the movie at least make sense. Without going full girl boss or Mary Sue. And this was something that worried me given the voice actress's comments.
We were all just so excited because I kind of came in saying, I'm so honored that you've come to me for this, but I really only want to play Peach if I can give it a little bit of, I guess, a modernity. I think, Peach has been iconic as the damsel in distress, and it just felt time to bring her into a new era.
This just seems to be something they have to say in order to keep getting work, because Peach was more than competent than Mario in the world, but it's her world and it makes sense. And Anaya Taylor-Joy was great as Peach. In fact, pretty much all the voice acting was good. And with the exception of like Cranky Kong, and I don't know what they were thinking with that one. That one stuck out like dog's balls. But Chris Pratt was surprisingly great as Mario. You completely forget it's him. And as for Charlie Day as Luigi, not so much. Yeah, but I'm a huge Always in Sunny in Philadelphia fan. So, that could be it. Jack Black, though, knocked it out of the park as Bowser. And for the parents and the, older people in the audience, he does a parody of the Tenacious D song, Her Gently. And it's hilarious. Seth Rogen is meh at best for Donkey Kong. It's fine, except for he does his stupid laugh like that. But overall, it's like great voice acting in this movie. The animation is top shelf, and the attention to detail is great. From how Mario runs to how he drives the cart, they stay true to the games, and the Rainbow Road scene is amazing. It goes full Mad Max, and there's no explanation. It just happens. There's only one scene, and it's where Mario's learning like this crazy world and that he's thrust into, and admittedly, it ends with a bit of a Yas Queen moment from Peach. But it sets up the inevitable relationship that her and Mario have in the games. So it's fine. Toad is very true to the games. He meets Mario at the start and he's his guide and his like instant best friend. Like this is just like you're playing Mario 64 or Mario Golf. Toad is more often than not like your tutorial, your guide, and your information hub throughout the game. And that's his role in the film. Take it back to the start of the film and the voice acting. The real world, or basically, our world, is great.
Well. If it isn't Brooklyn's favorite failures, the stupid Mario Brothers.
Oh, great.
Hey, that's a good-looking guy.
It sets up who the Mario Brothers are and is a good explanation to why Mario and Luigi's voices are different from the games. It also sets up the underlying message of the movie, and that is family, and more so, brotherhood. This is a movie for the whole family. It's fan service at its best. It's wholesome. It's fun. And with enough comedy to keep like mum and dad entertained, and enough bright, flashy, fun animation to keep young children glued to the screen. It's not for everybody, and that's a good thing. Too many movies nowadays want to be accessible to everyone, and when you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing nobody. This movie doesn't try to do that. It just tries to please the Nintendo fan in a fun way, and it delivers. All right, score time. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. I would give it a 9 out of 10, but I knock points off for the esoteric nature of the film. That being said, I personally think it's a 9, but I give it a 7 considering the normie appeal. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, smash that like button and motivate me to make more. If you didn't like the video, hit the dislike button and I'll make more out of spite.